open it.
That's the first one, buddy.
Kickoff here and all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wildcats offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. From the gun, running back gets the give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Right back to it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To throw, it's Scott. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Oakley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Turns it loose. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Scott. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Using the quick game. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he got loose. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Scott. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. Here we go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Turning it on.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that, everybody. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll ride his man on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. 40 to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He breaks a tackle. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Scott. That's caught. It's Moore. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Morris.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Firing to the right, complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to throw again. Steps away. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Morris. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Scott. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna sling it on second down. Plucks it out of the air.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on.
And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Scott. And it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3.
Got enough space. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wideout trying to get it in. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make out on the field to go back to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Scott. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Morris. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move.
Walker.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak in, try to
Let's
surge
go.
forward. Just
Let's go fucking go. Let's fucking go.
against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they did.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Soften him up with a run. Now to throw.
Yes.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Scott. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Scott. Snags it over the middle. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the defense defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback adapting. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pressure coming. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He goes out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw it, Scott. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
Man, you talk about going from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. You score, you take the lead, you go for the extra point. By the way, you're up 1. I don't know why you want to be up 2. You want to be up 3, so you probably should have gone for 2. But the defense comes through with a big block, returns it, and they get all the momentum back right on their side.
Cade State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Johnson looking to throw. Quickly complete. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Scott. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down. They'll go to the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this is exactly what this offense needed, man. In the 4th quarter, you need to execute late in the football game to get back in it or to win it. This is a nice drive they're putting together.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. New set of downs after the completion. try the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick. And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Big guy smells it. And it's a touchdown.
Oh,
You can't do it better than that, guys. Getting the touchdown with just seconds to go. The extra point will now give them the lead. Maybe time for a kickoff and one more play. They could just hang on for 2 more plays after this extra point. They're going to win this game.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late.
yes, let's fucking go.
And now, in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was
Let's
right
go.
on the money. You just have to make that catch. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.